This is Terminator Resistance. I am DHG and I'm playing through this game because I love it. It was one of the biggest sleeper hits of the PS4 generation. Now, being a Terminator game, I wasn't expecting anything of it when I got it from GameFly. I ended up loving it. I'm like, they blended the Terminator universe with Fallout 3-like gameplay and almost like a Fallout 3-like atmosphere mixed with Terminator in such a way that I was so shocked. I recommend everybody, if you like Terminator and you like RPGs kind of like Fallout 3, dude, play this game. If you like my content, do subscribe. Where are we at here? Oh, okay.
Skynet's got a real hard-on for you, so we figured why not use you as bait.
Aren't you afraid that Skynet will bring a lot of firepower if they know we're both here?
Afraid? No. Prepared for that eventuality? Yes. We've got eyes on the ambush site from every angle. If anyone shows up, it means they were listening.
What if it's one of our guys, or just a scavenger?
Too bad. We can't have anyone or anything sabotage our plan. Not this time.
This time?
We were very close once before. For years, we've been preparing for the final attack. But it took just one man to fuck everything up. That day, Perry, our previous field commander, died, and I inherited control of South Division. Since then...
Her shirt is coming out through her jacket.
We've got movement.
Take position. What do you have?
A hooded man's walking down the street. Might be a scavenger.
It ain't.
Rivers, you saw him. Is it the same model? Is it the Infiltrator?
I can't tell.
We're waiting for your signal.
I think that might be it.
You think?
Good enough for me.
Cease fire! Cease fire! Target down! I repeat, target down!
Go check him!
Eyes on the target. Proceed with caution.
Is he dead?
What the fuck? It's the target!
He can't get away. Fire at will.
Oh yeah.
He's in the open!
I got something for
It's
Where'd you go?
It's a
Oh, there you
fucking
go.
machine.
Okay, that did nothing. I got rid of his cover though. And he's getting rid of mine.
It's backed against the wall!
We got it now.
God. Gun does so much damage. Have some pipe bombs, bitch.
What the fuck? Everyone on me.
I'll take that ammo.
It's carrying the second generation plasma rifle. I warned you.
She's like, that shit's mine, bitch. Don't you even think about it. Put your fingers on it. I'll rip them off. Yeah, I don't want to take any more damage than I have to here. You can't kill that guy. Oh, it looks like he shed his skin. God, his accuracy is way too good with that damn thing.
It's on the move!
Take cover!
Where's that ammo crate? Oh, there you are. Oh yeah, I gotta shoot it.
Open fire! That's one ugly son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm tired of using health kits on this asshole. Yeah, use the shotgun. I'm sure that'll work just fine. I try to aim for his head, but he's so quick to react with that gun. Or is that the only way I can actually do damage to him? And he's got a lot of health. Alright, time to bust out the rockets. Alright, let me switch to a new weapon. Not doing any damage at all now. Yeah, something's happening. I probably have to move up or something. Yeah, I can't do any damage to him. What the hell? Did the game just bug out or some shit? Yeah, no damage, none. Alright, yeah, I think there's a bug here or something. I'm just guessing. Let me get killed. Hi. You have been terminated.
Take cover!
Wait a minute. Didn't I... Okay, no, this was... Why do you retreat that way? I thought that was where we came from. I don't think he was supposed to go that way. And no, he wasn't. I don't know what's going on with this mission right now, but he was not supposed to go that direction. Let me put some chips in that. What do I got? Damage. Oh, my bad. Where's one that I'm looking for here? Is he retreating again? Oh, he's actually... Okay, he's retreating again. Yeah, that bugged out last time. Obviously.
It's inside!
Rivers, we're trying to get through. You can't let it get away, you hear?
T-850. That's 50 more than a T-800. Be scared. Where is he? Not happening. Which way is he gonna go? This way? Alright. We could just play Ring Around the Rosie all day. You ain't gaming if you're not exploiting pathfinding. Which way you gonna go? That's the only good thing about this thing overheating so quickly. It keeps my ass out of the line of fire. thought he threw a grenade at me. Oh, so close. Killed by the grenade. You punk bitch. Why are you so far back there? Much easier to see. Seems like when he gets stunned, he throws a grenade. You're going down, bitch.
Commander! We got it. We finally got it.
Good job, Rivers. Stay there.
Second was hard to take down, too. Now they're gonna cut this thing open and see what makes it tick.
There was no doubt anymore. Skynet had created a cybernetic organism. It was designed to blur the line between a man and a machine. People started to think that there were Terminators amongst us, wolves in sheep's clothes. Some of us left, even though we hadn't seen any other infiltrators yet. Or at least, we didn't think we had. And that fear of not knowing was what turned the tide of this war. That night, Skynet won.
I still have to run some tests, so for now I would say no.
We need some more time,
I
Connor.
know you don't want to hear this, Commander, but if there's one person who can help us, it's Dr. Mack.
Mac, we don't even know if he's alive.
He is. He's in the Hollywood Hills. We knew a time would come when we'd need him again, so we've kept an eye on him.
Wait. You've been watching him without telling me?
Let your emotions cloud your judgment before, Commander. That's why I decided that Mack's whereabouts were no longer
This is
your
bullshit.
concern.
He can't just magically fix all of our problems. He's a man, not a god. A man that makes
That's
mistakes.
enough, Commander.
You know what happened last time. He's the reason Perry's
I
dead.
said that's enough. Sergeant Rivers?
Yes, sir.
TechCom believes that being marked for termination is a badge of honor, a sign that we're doing something right. We wear it proudly. And knowing you're wearing such a badge, Rivers, is all I need to trust you with handling this mission. Commander Barron will fill you in on the details. Good luck, soldier. Over and out.
Looks like you're going to Hollywood Hills. Dr. Edwin Mack is the one who taught us how to use Skynet's weapons, so there's a chance he can do it again. Take him that second-generation plasma rifle and see if he's able to reprogram it. If we want to use Skynet's weapons, we need to bypass their encryption lockouts.
How will I find him?
He's obsessed with surveillance. So when you get there, look for any cameras, biometric sensors, or any other tech stuff. He should be around. That's it.
Talk?
Sure, let's trust someone who gets called Dr. Death. That won't bite us in the ass.
Never does.
In the meantime, I'll see what I can learn from the new CPU we acquired from that Infiltrator. This could be the breakthrough that we've all been waiting for. I need to concentrate, so please don't disturb me.
I wonder how many frames per second that CPU can run. That is one beat up pack of smokes. Where do they even get smokes from? You gotta be salvaging what's left over. I don't think they're producing any.
What do you need?
Anything I should know about Dr. Mack before I leave?
Only that he can't be trusted, and he's highly manipulative. So you need to stay cautious.
Was Mack the one whose drone you smashed?
Yes. Yes, it was. I've never told this to anyone, but before I met Mac and Perry, I was wandering alone. Didn't have a map, so I drew one myself. The first people I came across were two guys, old enough to remember Judgment Day. We camped out together. They gave me advice, we shared some stories. Sounds nice, right?
A little too good to be true.
It was. I was too naive to notice it back then. When I woke up, all my things were gone, including my map. There I was, lost in the desert. Thirst, hunger. I knew I was gonna die. I passed out with my face in the sand. But next thing, I was lying in a bed, bathed and wearing clean clothes.
That sounds a little...
I'm guessing there's no happy ending to this story either.
You're starting to learn. Through the window, I saw thousands of Terminators. First, I thought it was a work camp. But it was something else. A Skynet research facility. They kept me alive, but I didn't know why. I thought I was the only human there. But after a while, someone came into my cell. A man. Well-dressed, clean-shaven. You want to take a guess who that was?
Wasn't Mr. Mackey, was it?
One of those guys who robbed you?
No. He was a traitor to his race. Bastard was selling every piece of knowledge the machines didn't have. In return, they gave him everything he wanted. When he was done stuffing his face with food, he had another request. He wanted a home. It lasted months, until I got to wrap a towel around his neck and make his eyes pop. You don't want to see people for what they really are. I've seen their true face. That traitor, those two guys in the desert, Mac, they all showed it to me. It's the truth is, the only reason I fight for the Resistance is because I despise people just a little less than the machines.
That got dark. I don't remember that, playing through it. I must have skipped that dialogue. Research log, Dr. Alvin Scott. After careful analysis, I've come to a conclusion that, under a microscope, the Infiltrator's skin is indistinguishable from that of human epidermis. They have approximately the same amount of nerve endings as humans. The skin is covered with hair follicles and sweat glands are functional. For all intents and purposes, the Terminator's skin could be categorized as living tissue. It is advised that we learn more about how the skin reacts to various forms of stimuli. Perhaps the results could provide us with an idea of how to distinguish them between Terminators and humans. What's even more impressive is its cardiovascular system, or should I say the vascular system, considering Infiltrators do not possess an organic heart. The pumping of the blood is carried out by a mechanical circulatory system which is also responsible for filtering the blood. Like dialysis, the cell count is nearly identical to that of humans. Its blood is a form of biofluid and should be handled with care. It is imperative that we avoid contaminating the sample.
Jacob, do you have a minute?
Of course.
I got all the
I've
time in the
heard that
world.
you're going to Hollywood Hills. Well, with Baron yelling like that, the whole shelter heard. He wanted me to tell you if I needed anything, so here it is. When you get to Hollywood Hills, could you stop by my old house? It's near the Griffith Park tennis courts. I wonder if Peter went there and left something for me. I know he'd be stupid to go there since now it's behind the Annihilation line, but then again, he was always full of stupid ideas.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Look at him. He never talks to anyone. He just sits there. I bet he's one of those machines. Jacob.
What's the situation like in the shelter?
Not that great. People are getting nervous. A lot have already left, and even more plan to leave. Even Mark and Laura saw them packing earlier.
And what about you?
Just the thought of running again's making me sick. Must be getting old. Plus, we got everything we could need right here. Where else would I go? Besides, I have faith that Baron would never let anything happen to this place. She's way too uptight about security.
Huh. That's weird. I think I mentioned something in a previous video about Ryan not liking being at the shelter. I think I was thinking of another game. But I could have sworn in previous playthroughs of this that he was subjected to work all the time, just overworked, overstressed, hated being cramped up in here. I don't know why I was thinking that. I can't think of what other game I'm conflating with this now. Or maybe I just didn't get to that yet. Maybe that's later on.
What happened after you started your camp?
Honestly, not that much. At least not in the beginning. When we gave up on the idea of getting in touch with anyone, we just tried to adapt. Temperatures fell, we had to scavenge for food. All of a sudden, that became our life.
Didn't you try to reach home?
Some people did. Most of us were scared of what we'd find if we did get home, so we conveniently said we're stranded here anyways, and stayed. Well, I know how stupid it sounds, but we managed to have fun in our little commune. I still have my guitar with me. We talked a lot about how we're gonna be famous, because we're the only living band in the world.
You played in a band.
I did. One of the few things I was better at than Tucker. He didn't have much talent, but he loved the idea of sex, drugs, and rock and roll, especially the first two. We were just stupid kids, not realizing what was going on. We paid the price for it the first time we saw a tin can. I was tuning my guitar when I heard a strange noise. I found out later that it was a T-400. Must have heard me play. It didn't even have the decency to look scary. Maybe if it did, we wouldn't have just stood there when it started firing.
What did you do?
I froze. I didn't run to help. I didn't scream. I didn't even move. I just stood there, like a coward. The tin can got Tucker with a single bullet. Bam, just like that. 7 other people died before we finally destroyed that thing. Ironically enough, I was the one who delivered the final blow. Safe to say, it was the beginning of a new era.
Earlier, you said that a new era started. What changed?
Well, for one thing, with
Earlier,
Tucker dead, I became the new leader
like
of the
5
group.
seconds
Something
ago.
I never expected or wanted, for that matter.
What did you do about it?
That same night, I looked around at all those people who survived, and I felt scared. Scared of what they expected of me. I started to walk away like I was on autopilot. I don't know if I wanted to run away or to kill myself. But then, something surreal happened. I found a metal door in the ground in the middle of nowhere. I was real unsure about what I might find under it, but what I did find was the aftermath of a massacre.
More Terminators?
That's exactly what I thought at first, but it turned out to be something even more scary. It looked like they decided to commit suicide. I couldn't understand it. To me, they had everything. Food, water. They even had a case of beer. So, I got shit-faced and started crying over my brother's death. But I realized something. I realized that I could maybe survive there.
Did you stay there by yourself?
No. I told everybody about the place. I felt I owed them. After that, we were all right. That night, I learned two things. Firstly, that it's okay to be scared. Secondly, that there are two sides to everybody. Ironically, me being a scaredy cat turned me into a good leader. And that's how I found that place, and that's what motivated me to help others. But Tucker, he was a leader from the start, but he had an ugly side too. He killed those who opposed him. He was a real scumbag, but he was my brother. He made me want to be a good person for the both of us. A hangover wasn't a high price to pay for that lesson.
Here, I thought he was going to talk about his boombox.
Don't be shy. Rivers, turn up the volume.
No thanks. I got skill points. I'm not finding crafting as useful as I thought I was going to.
Can I see your hardware?
He wants to see his hardware. I don't think I need that anymore. Bye-bye. Sticky bomb. Let me get those chips out of there. There we go.
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware?
Yes, please. Show me your hardware. I do believe I'm going to be getting a pretty good gun on this next level, so I might as well sell that. Let me get the crap out of it first.
Do you need anything?
Can I see your hardware?
Man, he just can't get enough of his hardware. Heat seeking. How much money do I have? Not a whole lot. Spend it all on explosives. That's why you save your money until the end of the game. Alright, good to go for that. Hey, there's Jen.
Jacob, I didn't see you there.
Where's Patrick?
He's getting ready. I'm taking him with me. I figure it's time for him to see what's out there.
Where are you going?
I'm going out scavenging. Don't worry. I'm past thinking about running away. Knowing how much you've missed me made me not want to leave.
Is there something on your mind?
Actually, I have a secret to tell you. You've a fan. Patrick really looks up to you. It's good for him to have a role model. And I don't think he could have chosen better.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Are you kidding? It's the least I can do for helping us all this time. If you hadn't found us back in Pasadena, I don't know what would have happened. Well, actually I do. Exactly what the others said would happen. People were talking about the Annihilation Line months before it came. My father, of course, tried to turn it all into a joke.
Knowing your father, it couldn't have been a good joke.
No, it really wasn't. But I wanted to believe him. I think we all did. He tried very hard to keep everyone from worrying. Maybe a little too hard. You could feel the mood change at the house. The community my father tried to build started falling apart. Fewer and fewer people were coming by, and if they did, they weren't always friendly. We started to notice things going missing. Little things at first. People got nervous, and with time, it even got to my father.
Came across a note earlier, going through to find all that chalk you see in the background. That was a side quest earlier in the game. And you see her father lying on the floor dead with a shotgun beside him. And they're talking about some dude named Ed losing it. I'm wondering if Ed was her father.
What do you mean?
Well, for one thing, he stopped making jokes. It had never been as quiet at the house as it had been back then. After a while, my father changed the sign from welcome to beware. He put a lock on the door.
Yep, Ed must have been him.
I didn't even know he owned a gun. He always said he didn't believe in them. He wanted us to leave our house and run, but he didn't want to listen. Said it was the only place he could keep us safe. Thanks for letting me spill my guts like that.
Is everything okay? You seem far away.
Nothing can get past you, Ken. I've been thinking about the day we met. I never told you how we really ended up there.
You can tell me anything.
I know I can. That's why you were the first person I'm telling this to. That day, loud hammering woke me up. When I came downstairs, I saw my father nailing the window shut. Through the crack, I saw them coming. Hundreds of metal heads and their red eyes. Even though they're just empty shells, I could feel the hate radiating from them.
What did you do?
I made Patrick stay upstairs and went back to talk to my father. We argued for a minute or two, and I tried to pull him away from the window. He pushed me away. I tried it again, but he shoved me. This time I fell. I didn't recognize him as he was reaching for his shotgun. He said, I shouldn't worry about the machines. They wouldn't hurt us. I don't even remember how. But the gun was already in my hands. I closed my eyes and went someplace else. Didn't even hear the shot. I didn't hear Patrick's steps either.
Did you lose consciousness?
I guess I did for a moment. It was the taste of blood on my lips that woke me from my trance. I threw the gun away, grabbed Patrick, and tried not to notice the hole in my father's unmoving chest. As we ran, I could hear them coming, so we found somewhere to hide. When you came, I wanted to tell someone about all this, but I was afraid to.
Ah, she lost her shit and killed him.
I am too. We talk a lot about how heartless the machines are. And I started to think that maybe I was too. I
probably would have convinced myself of that if it wasn't for you keeping me sane. Thank you. Everything. I never thought I would find a friend in times like this.
Yeah, there's a note very relative to that. Let me see if I could find it here. Oh, notes. You find that not far from his dead body.
Why do you think Skynet doesn't have their plans? Everyone's leaving. I think we should as well.
Yeah, but where to?
Oh yeah, I don't have to come in here.
Is it true? You're human now?
Well, what's with the dog? They've been like that ever since they brought that thing in.